Welcome to Cover Calypso, where I force my co-recappers, Raven and Wing, to judge a book by its cover. This week we are doing Sweet Valley High number 23, Say Goodbye. And the front cover is a banana shade of yellow with purple text. We are loving the purple text on this particular run. And the image shows a very tall man who's probably high school age with a very large, long, oversized head. He has brown hair and a brown leather jacket because that's super cool. And next to him is a crying Wakefield twin who looks utterly heartbroken. One hand is wiping away a glistening tear, and weirdly, the man has his hand wrapped around her wrist. I think he's trying to comfort her, but it looks really sinister.
That is Stephen Wakefield comforting Jessica Wakefield, even though she doesn't really look like a Jessica. But Jessica is the one he's obsessed with sexually, according to our canon. And they're about to go fuck her sadness away. Why is she sad? Any reason. Lila beat her at something. A guy turned her down. Elizabeth won something. She dropped her favorite pair of Elizabeth's shoes. Who knows?
And Say Goodbye is in reference to say goodbye to morals and decency.
Pretty much.
Bring on the incest. I know what this one's about, so I can't play.
Fair.
Raven?
I think this is Elizabeth and Todd. And they're saying goodbye to, I don't know, Edith. Maybe not Edith, Enid. Maybe Enid's finally dead after Amy crashed a plane into it in Crash Landing. Maybe that's it. On the other side of the coin, the weird hand thing, it could be Stephen and Jessica. And it could be Stephen just holding Jessica's hand and going, why are you hitting yourself? Why are you hitting yourself? And just poking her in the eye with her own hand.
I like that.
That would be the most normal sibling interaction in the entire Sweet Valley High canon. I would have said all of it, but we've all read Junior High and it's perfectly normal.
I love Junior High.
The other thing I'm concerned about is the sort of perspective on the arm that is coming up from the bottom. Are we 100% sure that that's actually the Wakefield twins' arm?
No.
It doesn't look like it's connected in any way. I'm trying to get the position of it. It actually looks like it's Jessica crying, and it is Stephen going, don't cry, Jessica. Here, have a severed arm. So, holding it like a bunch of flowers. It's so bizarre.
I feel like this artist always has a problem with arms, because whenever we pick up a perspective issue, it's always the arms. Like, remember that one from Twins where Sarah Thomas is left home alone and she's got her arm around
massive
all
arm.
the soft toys and it just goes on for 6 or 7 meters.
Yeah, Sarah Thomas is Mrs. fucking Tickle. I remember that.
The perspective is weird across this one. The arm, the height differential, the length of his face, the height of his hair. It's very, we're not criticizing the artist so much as what's happening within it, because it wasn't their choice. But this part is down to technical skill, I think, because the perspective is off completely. However, I'm now going to be super perverted to be like, that's Elizabeth's arm, and Elizabeth is crouched down on her knees. And I'll just leave it at that, since I've already mentioned that this is an incest book.
I was having like a much more innocent thought. You know, like when like your siblings or your parents, like you put your arms behind your back and they put their arms underneath your armpits, and then you pretend that you're one person, like, so they feed you and they get food all over your face and it's quote hilarious. My brain went to there. I don't know what that says both about me and you.
Well, my brain's just gone to one of two places. The first place is, you know, those weird sort of fake hands that you get where the actual hand that's gripping the wrist is fake and it's actually your hand coming up. And it could be a weird sort of sexual thing where Stephen is saying to Jessica, a bit like, you know, the whole dick in a box of popcorn. You know,
I was thinking about the Stranger, you know, where you lie on your hand until it goes numb, and then you do it with that, and it's like a stranger.
Oh yeah.
The other place I went, because it's a she's balled her fingers together, or that the arm that's being gripped is. I think it could just be Stephen presenting her with a latex sex toy used for fisting.
That's what I was going for next.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, again, I'm just going to have to bring this back to the title, Say Goodbye. So if you guys want to take a wild stab at what it might be.
Say goodbye to your morality, reader.
Say goodbye to your anal virginity.
Say goodbye to your bumhole. Yeah.
All right, okay, I'm just joining you. I can't fight this.
We've ruined you. I don't know. Elizabeth is saying goodbye to someone, because I mean, I'm going to assume with her hair pulled back, that's probably actually Elizabeth. Yeah. Someone's died. Sure that's Todd. Maybe cancer. Yeah. I really hope it's not another cancer book. Please let it not be another cancer book.
I don't think there is another cancer book for a while. I will say on this one, I would say the twin actually looks quite cute. You know how we're forever told that they're breathtakingly beautiful and they're just quite average. Mm-hmm. I think she actually looks quite cute for once, but maybe it's because she's sad and I can't stand it when the Wakefields are happy.
I will say tech level wise, her hair is very shiny. You could see the highlights coming off of it from the light that's overhead. But it's shiny in a really believable way because randomly going through stuff from my dad's estate, I found a picture of me from the 80s. And I had very light blonde hair at the time, and it had that same sort of highlight shine from the lights bouncing off of it. So A+ job on that, artist. A+.
Nice.
Excellent.
Great work on the hair. Needs work on the hair.
Yeah, exactly. Or it's a sex toy and we shouldn't care.
Okay, guys, I'm going to wrap this up because you're enjoying this topic way too much. And I have to put these on YouTube. So calm down.
We're going to get kicked off YouTube.
Okay, so I'm going to wrap this up before they go even further. So thank you for listening, and we'll see you next week for Cover Calypso. I love the way Wing goes automatically into closed eyes the minute I wrap up. I don't know whether it's because she finds me boring or she's super obedient.
Neither, but I have my little, I can't even think of the word.
Process.
Yeah, my process now.